create your project. And also check if the game sample animation have any kind of update, and just update all of those. Once it's done, so once you have updated everything as game sample animation and also your Unreal Engine, then we can move on to doing all the things. The first thing that is not enabled by default is the ability to transverse on any object. So grab a basic shape, cube, where we can fold over these things and transverse over them. We can't do them over here. To enable this system, so here I will link his video. I'll link his video in the description so you can get it, and also to get a link. Also, make sure that you go over here and make sure that you add this license into your account. So that just go over here and download it. And here we have two components that we can add. Let's go back, content row, blueprint, right click on blueprint and go to show in Explorer. In here, we're going to go back to the components. Blueprint, copy that. As soon as you do that, if you go inside blueprint, you can see all of those things. So go inside your box character. If you go to jump, let's first add AC Traversal and AC Traversal calculations. After this, we're going to grab AC Traversal and we're going to apply Traversal without Traversal selector. We're going to remove bordering. Put this here. Plug both of these in and this one over there. Duplicate this. Plug this over here. Put this to target. And remember to in input and here we're going to, for the second one where it's on the triggered, we want 1 frame, and on here we want for duration, and that should be it. Apply this verse, we can. Now, another thing that is kind of wrong with game sample animation, and that is the stairs. so we cannot properly climb on stairs, which is going to make us we're just going to make a simple stair. That's it. And if we go inside here, you can see that we go through it. So one of the solutions that I find that you can use to solve this is to go inside animation, your animation blueprint, and in animation graph here, if we send this to like in the foot placement, go inside pelvis settings, and in here the actor movement, so we're going to change this to component space. If you do that and play again, you can see that now we don't go inside anymore. But one of the thing is, it does, like, in some places it doesn't make sense. Like, it makes the animation to be not that fluid as before. So if you want to keep the fluidity of the animation, and you also want to like keep the stairs up, so to do that we're going to make a actor of the stairs. So to get the where the stairs are, so if you go inside levels, wherever your default level is, a folder as generated will be created whenever you go inside modeling and create something there. So in there you will find stairs. So what we are going to do inside level, we're going to create a blueprint class and an actor. We're going to call this stairs. In here you have to go inside. Here we're going to go inside generate and put stairs. So now we have our stair actor here. Another thing that you want to add is a box collider, box collision. So you can adjust it as you want, but we want this box collider to know that we have entered the stairs. So on component begin overlap, we're going to get the actors. So to do that, we're going to also first go inside content, blueprint, and in here we inside data. We're going to in blueprint create a new interface. We're going to call this PPI. World interaction, and this one only contains on stairs. So if we are on stairs, this will just run and we know that we are on stairs or off stairs. In the input, we're going to get overlapping and compile save. So in sandbox character, go inside class settings, add implement PPI world interaction, and in interfaces you will see on stairs here. So grab that, and we're just going to create a boolean, and if we are overlapping, we want to do that or something like that. Okay. And instead of doing this, what you can do is promote this to a variable, promote overlapping to a variable, calling on stairs, climbing stairs, And in stairs, every time we begin overlap, we want to call this function. So first, let's get player on. In here, we're going to call that function on stairs. Target would be player pawn, and here we're going to select overlapping. And in box, on component with and overlap, we're going to set the same thing, but we're going to disable overlapping, and target is player pawn. Those are those. And in event graph, after we do this valid section, we're going to grab them first, make a sequence, and here we're going to add a few things. So first of all, get a reference to your sandbox character, get climbing stairs, and make this not just a variable. Okay, and yeah. Also, we're going to make this a collapse node, and we're going to tell it to be like unable or update variables. Simple function goes over here. You can make another sequence, and like you can have as many variables as you have and put them over here. So now we have climbing stairs as a value. So the next thing we want to do is grab them, make some space, and grab it and make some space here. So there is no way for us to change this component space to sudden only motion inside just one node. So what we are going to do is make this sudden motion only, duplicate this, and put this here, and connect this to front. And how we are going to use this one is component space. So this one we can say is for stairs, and this one is for locomotion. Okay. And the thing is, we are going to change the alpha of this. Okay, so grab the alpha, and we're going to go for select blocked. So compile, save, grab climbing stairs, and what we're going to do in here is plug this in. So if we are climbing stairs, pick A, which is 0. So we don't want this to work, so pick 0. But if we are not climbing stairs, we want to pick B, which is going to be 1. Duplicate this, put this one to add alpha, and here we're just going to change the numbers. So now what's going to happen is, normally you will be in certain motion space, and when you go over to stairs, you should be in component space. As you can see, this one is not our actor, it's just a simple stairs. So you need to keep in mind that you need a proper actor for this to work. So as you see, this one didn't work because it didn't have any box collector or something, but this one does work. So you can have your certain motion if you're like in some landscape area where you have slopes and everything, but just for stairs you want it to be in component space, and we get it. So yeah. Also, a quick update on Ragdoll. So you're inside your sandbox character, and we just make a simple Ragdoll animation. Collision enabled, Quarian physics. So once you have set up your Ragdoll, and when you do Ragdoll, your Ragdoll animation will look like this. So a quick fix to this is go on to my link in the description, and once you clicked on the description, you will come across this asset. So all you have to do is go over here and download this. And now if you look into the folder, all you have to do is go inside your animation blueprint and content, characters, rigs. Here we have the original mannequin's physics asset. So you have to go over here, go inside show in explorer, and here we're going to add our code. And as soon as you add your mannequin to this, mannequin physics asset to this, it will appear here. The best way to fix it happening like every single time, you just go over to regs and delete this. So once you delete this, it will ask like, what do you want to replace it for? Here you can search for your version, select that, replace reference, and save. So just like that, it will now work. You can fix the animation even more if you want to. After that's done, now we can move on to enabling the FPS. So if you do want FPS in your game and you want game sample animation, you want to use game sample animation and all these animations, and you also want an FPS system. So we're going to do this, but I'm going to tell you that other than enabling camera, everything is just as similar or influenced by video from beyond. So he have done a better job at explaining and enabling first-person character in game sample animation. So make sure to watch his video if you want a depth explanation to how you get first-person character. Here I'm just going to show you how you can do it in like the most basic. So I'm not going to tell you what thing does what. In animation, I'm going to actually tell you in enabling camera and everything. So to get started with it, go inside your sandbox character, in viewport, go over to your mesh and add a arm. I'm going to call this FPS arm. This is going to be 0. This is going to be head. we want a camera to be child of it. Camera. Yes. Let's just rotate it so, oh my god. $90 here, $90 here, that should work. In FPS ARM, also one thing that you want to enable is use pawn control rotation. We're going to talk about what this does in a minute. So to make it work, if you play it right now, then what will happen? So to make it work and keep your third-person character enabled as well, so you don't want to lose it and you also want FPS in it, so we can make a variable called FPS and make sure that you make this a setting, so in future when you have setting menu, you can come here, like a player can go into settings and check if they want first person or third person. So this variable is just going to do that. Get it and make a branch out of it, then plug the normal casting to the poles, and in true we want the FPS camera set active and set as new active. Duplicate this and we're going to set gameplay camera and camera not being used by default. So we're going to make these two unactive and FPS 1 as active. Also, one more thing that you need to do is go over here and grab this node, duplicate, put this here, move these here, and move this to 4. And in here just add FPS camera instead of gameplay camera. Now what you will have is when you are using FPS, only your FPS camera will be enabled, and when you're not using FPS, all of your other cameras will be disabled and only gameplay camera will be enabled. Because it is enabled by default, you don't need to make this node. Compile, save everything, and now we should have a FPS camera. The only thing is, if you follow the Beyond's video, your character, if you add this camera in 5.5, your character will have FPS camera in his pelvis, so we need to change that. And there is just simple one setting that you need to change inside the gameplay controller. Search for control, and in here under player controller you will see auto manage active camera target. So this will be false in game sample animation, but if you find any other third-person character template and everything, this will be turned on. So for this, we want this to be turned on if you're going to use a simple camera and not gameplay camera. Play, we are using our camera that we just set up. Nice. The only thing is Now he's not using the moment and stuff, so to enable that, go inside here. In variables, go inside input, and in character input, select for wants to star, want to aim, and I also like to select wants to walk. Once this is done, your character will move with your camera. So this is a simple and quick way to enable first-person camera and to solve some animation blueprint problems. We're going to do them right now. So go inside, save everything, go inside here, in updating variables. We are also going to update the get FPS and promote this to variable. Plug this in, and we don't want the question mark here. Compile, save, and in animation graph, we're going to come over here, select these nodes, and move them kind of here. Then disable this and make a save cache approach, and we're going to make this motion matching. And let's come over here, get cache pose motion matching. Then we're going to use form, bone, transform, modify bone. We're going to change 3 things. I'm just going to quickly do this. Okay. Put this here. Hello. Say have our spine rotation. So click on the transform modify bone in rotation. Select this to add to existing. In the rotation, remember there are so many nodes similar to this, so not in translation, in rotation, and in bone to modify, select spine 1 and just duplicate it 5 times. By rotation is rotation. Right, and this alpha, we're going to change this alpha by our sandbox character. So in here, in event graph, grab your look camera input function. Move this And in here we're going to grab doing traversal action, grab this, make a branch, then we're going to make the wires connections neat and clean. So what we want to do while we are doing traversal actions, we want to decrease a bit of the controls and like the input we are giving it to. So attach this to true, attach this to false, then grab this value and we're going to multiply this. And do this here. And with this, multiply this. So the value here for this one we're going to put 0.4 and this one we're going to put 0.8. Okay. And this one will just be same. And before you go to pitch, grab this. And we're going to create a new variable called update look rotation URL. This will be float. To grab this, get this, and then multiply it by 0.5. And then we're going to set it over here. And similarly, we're going to do the same thing. Name node function. So let's put it down. Grab all of these. Let's grab this. Let's just grab these and duplicate. Put that over here. And we're going to add this control. Also, if you one thing to keep in mind is to clamp this. So go over here, over here, and clamp this. Clamp angle. This can be for 10 to another 10, and duplicate this up there. कितना वॉल्यूम है भाई कोई ना काट दूँगा तो हाँ ठीक है लगा तो in update variables we're going to add one more, and here we're going to set the update What if you forget this? Then promote this to variable. Grab the rotation and rotate her. Grab this, let this be. And then its value, you're going to get your rotation. Put that there. I'll save. I'll save. And there are a few things. Just before you do that, go inside root motion, go into rotation, and in here, I'm going to switch, select, and wildcard would be FPS. So if it's FPS, for false, we want it to be accumulate, and for true, we want it to release. And go inside go inside should turn in place, and we're going to know this on let's grab this and click select float, and this one will be influenced by FPS. Just give it 50. So now that everything is ready, we can we forgot to do one thing, which is go over here and make this local and make this save. This will be motion matching updated for FPS. Then we're going to go over here and we're going to blend pulse by pull. Pull in this is FPS. So if we are in FPS, we want motion matching update for FPS, but if we are not in FPS, we want the shape motion matching only. Compile, save, and now if we play, making climb and do everything. And the good thing is it's not actually going to Interesting. Point.